starting to get it. Sorry, I gotta fix that camera. Starting to get it, starting to understand what's happening. There's a possibility of 3i Atlas actually being an alien ship. Imagine that, an alien ship headed towards our solar system. Is it possibly headed towards Earth? There is a chance it could jump across our galaxy. At this time, we do not know what 3i Atlas is going to do. If it is just a ball of hydrogen gas, water, ice, all the crap they keep telling us is a possibility, we still do not know at this time what it exactly is. We're going to go to the James Webb Telescope image revealed. NASA's James Webb Telescope. This is 5 hours ago from UPI. I don't know who UPI is. See if we can actually get to this website and see what's happening. We got breaking news with CNN. We just had a shooting at a Christian church too, amazingly. Isn't it kind of amazing? So let's do some stars in the background, shall we? Let's get some gold in the background. No, let's get some stars in the background. I'm gonna go through and find, yeah, there we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. We reached 4,000 viewing hours, and we have 1,038 subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. So we're doing pretty good. We're doing really good. Looks like now we're on to the next phase of 45 News Utah. Man, the updates just suck. I can go to USA Today that's owning the updates. NASA James Webb Telescope is its latest. Is latest to get a look at the Interstellar Comet. Yeah. 2 more of NASA's Space Telescope recently got together look at that literally is what it says. Got together look Comet. I don't know. It is what it is. Yeah, flowers here. Good deal. Flower. We got some issues going on. I think it's the picture I have. Let's see if. What is all this? This is a short, I think. Yeah, 49-second short started now. Got to have a 49-second short. Of course you do, because that's how you get people to come to the channel. We're moving this channel forward. Let's see if I cut this. I don't. That's my Nicole dad. No, that's wrong. Green screen. Do that. Yeah, if you call my parents, they're old and they'll be like, what are you doing? Anyway, so that's the gold I found this weekend. That's just a hint of gold. But it's not about finding mass amounts of gold. It's about finding the minute specks of gold, by the way. That right there in a pan, that's a pretty good line right there. I discovered gold this weekend, so yeah. Discovered gold. Time people out. Yeah, just time them out. No, I'm not telling anybody where my gold's at. So you want me to just time people? Yeah, time them out, unless they're really bad. No, there is this. Where's the spider? Where's the spider, bro? CB. If there was a spider, I'd tell you. I just had the house sprayed, so there should not be any spiders. Oh, check out my dog. This is cool. My dog was like hunting with this weekend. Look at her. Look at that. Look at this was last night. This is my dog. She was very interested in what we were doing. Gotta love the dog. And also we were picking raspberries while we were there. So cool. We had such a good time with the dog this weekend. But if you want to see gold, it's discovered. That was a nice discovery. It's blown up a little bit because of the camera sucks because the way a gold pan sets, it's hard to get a good picture. This is again what it's like. You can't really see anything in that pan. You have to zoom it in to see it. So it wasn't like a whole lot of gold, but it's enough for a discovery, an absolute discovery. Anyway, we'll get on a 3i Atlas. I'm gonna try to get to a picture of something. My parents keep calling me, my dad, and then let's get a good background picture in there. I like that one. Anyway, let's continue with this. So, yeah. Bangladesh. I just watched a video on Bangladeshis, the towns, and man, I'll tell you what, you guys, they gotta open up India to more and other areas to more immigration from India, like the vastness of the Siberian, peninsula. That Siberia itself should. I mean, it'd be great for Vlad to open up people from Hindustan to go up into that area. China doesn't really have its people are locked down into certain areas. There's a lot of ground in Russia that could be opened up to at least somebody going up in there. And I think Hindustan's one of the places that could benefit from this by moving a lot of the people up into Siberia, areas like that, to just get them out of the city, just get the people out of Nepal and out of these massive cities. It could be done. Global movements usually hurt the population, but there's no population there. There's nobody there in Siberia. The natives are scattered, 1 in a million, I do not know him. I don't know who this Charles is. No idea. But today I get to be called non-Native American because I have a beard. I like that. And it's all you guys, I'm a white guy. Just say it. White man on the loose. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get this going. Let's get this moving. We're not seeing as many views, but that's because me and Flower have been weeding out the weeds, and that's what Flower's been doing here. She's been taking care of the very, very nefarious people. A lot of people left because they says, oh, we can't take it. But, hey, out of 60 million people, I made top number 1 on Ozzy's list. Yeah. Let's see, Long Black Train. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I did a salute to Tennessee Valley 610, the Long Black Train. Locomotive on 280 stream. A locomotive featured in a music video on the song Long Black Train by Josh Turner. Yes, Long Black Train by Josh Turner. I wish everybody would have listened to Josh Turner. Don't go riding on that long black train. There's victory in the Lord. Unfortunately, with the opioid epidemic and the meth epidemic, that words were not heard because Barack Obama and others were hell-bent on destroying the South. Because why? Because the ghettos, they needed the rap music, they needed the drugs, they needed to get the Christianity out of the South. South used to be a very Christian-loving community, but they were sticking to their guns and they were hillbillies, and the black community was right in the churches praying and praising Jesus every day, every time I turn around. Now the gangs of the hood, the kill, the scream, the slang of idiocracy running rampant through the South. Why meth, heroin, and all that. Crack was a big one that helped destroy the black community, but it was the prison system and the music, the cultural change. I listened to a guy that was near 100 chewing out the black community, saying, I grew up in an era where the black community was close and loved each other and they're God-fearing, and now he says there's nothing left of this community but poverty and welfare and hoodlumism. And in the southern whites, it's meth and heroin and Oxycontins and fentanyl, and they did it all on purpose to everybody. Just wake up. This was a purpose move to destroy you guys. They wanted your land. They want your culture. Bangladesh is Muslim country. I'm a Muslim. No, I'm not a party to Islam. I already died on October 7, 2006. I came back. There's no such thing to me. Those that have died and come back, we don't really believe in any of that stuff. Is there a green screen? Yes. Is it a that's my picture. I mean, these are my pictures. Oh yeah, I believe in Jesus. I don't believe. There's no believing in Jesus. Jesus is real. No believing. Believing is just not knowing. I don't have to have a belief in Christ. That's a good thing. When you get to the point where I'm at, you'll understand. He's not anything. Anyway, hey, Mike's here. Good to see you, Mike. Yeah, we reached 4,000 hours view time, Mike. We did pretty good. 4,000 hours. We got the 1,038 subscribers. Looks like we weeded out the very worst of the worst. Thank you both very, very much for getting rid of the meanies, the very meanies. I believe it. Well, and Mike, if people get indoctrinated into that cultural prison system, like was it Vanilla Ice? No, Ice Cube. Ice Cube said it the best. He said that they developed this as a scheme through the prison systems to promote gangster rap to get the black population and the idiotic whites into the prison system. The moronish idiocracy of a music that's called music that's just basically a bunch of people going synthesized garbage pail kid stuff. And it was to get them into prison. You couldn't have everybody standing together under the Lord. You couldn't have everybody coming together with Christ and God the Father. That's what it was. It was to destroy the black community and the white community, the South. And Oxycontins, fentanyl, and all the doctors passing out the Oxycontins, we all know it's true. We all know it's true. Nobody can deny it. Nobody can deny the pill factories and the amount of Oxycontins that were shoved into and oxycodones shoved into the South on purpose that destroyed the South, black and white. Black and white. And then the music. You know, and the music. It all comes back to the music is the generation, right? The music is the generation. This is generation prison. Yeah, so we have nobody to blame, not ourselves. Yeah, Oxys sold Roxy's Oxycontins. They were flying off the shelf because why? Because the South was beautiful. The black community was beautiful. The white community was beautiful. There was rednecks, hillbillies, country music coming in there. God faithful black community saying hallelujah in the churches every day. Hallelujah. And then all dead people. They're all dead people. All the gangsters, dead people. Most people on Oxycontins, meth, heroin, dead people. They're all dead. They're all dead. They all got buried. If not mentally dead, they're physically, spiritually dead now. Who did this? That's what the community should be at. Who did this? How could they have got away with destroying the majority of America? Like outright destroy, except for the rich. Except for the rich. Except for the rich. I'd rather be a caveman than the modern idiocracy and stupidity known as 2025 post-pandemic world. You guys can have this. This is a lunacy place. About to be taken over by AI. It's going to destroy the majority of your jobs. They're going to wipe out the entire species. Why? Why would it wipe out the entire species known as humans? What purpose do you serve to them? Who are they? The 10%. The upper 10%. What do you serve? Middle East, what good are you? The oil sheikhs. Well, what do they need all these people for? We're going to build million-man cities, million-people cities, a big strip of cities. You can live there under their control. Good job, Saudi Arabia. Good job. Just got to keep them just going. Keep them in a city. Yep, million people living in a straight city. And then they'll value you with the coming apocalypse known as AI. Remember, the narcissists, the godless people are making the machines. What do you think the machines are going to do? You're going to have a commodity like you already do. So those of us that call me a caveman, good luck with your lives, because cavemen were smarter than you. Why? Because they weren't taken over. Well, they didn't allow a machine to come control their lives. I don't answer that machine. Oh, you are very delusional. You don't think that the machines don't already control this system. They already control it. It's already over, everybody. It's curtains. Well, you did your job, world. Yeah, there's still 8 million people. That doesn't matter. You throw a phone in their hands and, man, they'll be pooping out there with the, God, keep pooping. They don't care. It's over. Depopulate and restrict people. Yes, the ability. And they're going to do this. They're making billions, trillions of dollars off of this. They're gathering the last of the money they can get. Why would you say that? Why? Trump's going to save everything, is he? Well, 3i ATLES is here, so it's the object just the third ever to be observed by, we already know this. That's why it's called 3i. Yeah, it was first observed just the other month. That's a good one. I think they should get an award for that one. We just found it in July. Oh, yeah, big, great. Can I see Looking Glass? Oh, yeah, just watch this thing on the Nez Pierce. Chief Looking Glass, and I see his picture. Oh, yeah, that's a good, there's something coming. You guys better watch out. That's an interstellar object. Yeah. They knew it was coming. They probably know there's more coming. Like I said in my shows prior, even on YouTube or Facebook when I did it for 4 years, they know something's coming. Otherwise, they wouldn't do what they're doing to the people. Why would they do the things they do in broad daylight? Oh, to get Russia. That's why they're attacking Venezuela now. Yeah. The whole game is they know that something's coming. This is my personal spirit, tinfoil hats get a little too tight. Well, really, okay. Most predictions come true, except for Russia. Got to kind of figure that one out yet. Why would a nuclear-armed state allow itself to be surrounded and to allow the United States to build a missile defense system to protect itself and all the other countries to arm? Meanwhile, Russia knows they're being attacked from every direction, including China jumping off board with the Russians. And same with the Indians deciding from India they're going to jump on board with Trump and the fiat dollar. Now Venezuela is going to be completely conquered. Who is left? Why is Russia allowing their men and machinery just to be blown to hell? This is Afghanistan for Russia. 2.0, actually, by the way. That might be why, Mike, because nukes are fake, but biological weapons are not. They're not. We experienced one of them. Should drop it. They'd biologically kill all of us off in a nanosecond. Russia allowing itself to be surrounded. And what's with South Africa? You know, what is it? They're out there doing the things that they've been doing to people in broad daylight, said, it's not, no, we're not. Kind of like listening to the American Senate, you know, sit there and debate idiocracy as they're stealing more of our money from the Federal Reserve that is not a part of the government. Just a bunch of banksters decide to put that money, levy the money against us and give it to the Senate and the House and the other morons. Are they going to do it? Yeah. Is BRICS done? Yeah. BRICS is ruined. Russia's alone. Why don't they launch some missiles? If the nukes are not real, let's let them fly. They're surrounded. We could it be 3i Atlas that they're all, we've got to get off of this. This is like running from Afghanistan, the money pit, to running to Ukraine, the money pit. Now let's get ready for beer. They've been visiting. They've had recon on this planet for decades now. They've been running recon here. And it's what it is, the Reconnaissance mission on the Earth. They're coming to harvest the fat. This huge obesity epidemic in the world. Humans are just absolute. 1980 to now, we are all way too fat. But don't you fatten up the steers before slaughter? You take them in to eat the silage and all that corn and barley and rolled oats, and you just fatten them bastards up before you send them in to get slaughtered. Well, it's Generation X, 2025. Generation Z, who cares? Millennials, nobody really cares. Nobody's asking the hard questions. Okinawa didn't happen. Imagine, well, it was when they bombed Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Fukushima didn't happen. Oh yeah, Okinawa. Probably biological warfare of having an absolute game they're running on all of us. They could say Fukushima meltdown reactors happened. They could say that, you know, we're Chernobyl, they're living on the grounds and around Chernobyl, and the animals' mammalian population is flourishing. This is facts. After a massive nuclear meltdown, the animals in where is that again? Ukraine. Imagine that. In Ukraine are doing better than they've ever done. I mean, there's buffalo, bison there, European bison. Why wouldn't you nuke the planet? Just saying. Called a 5-year study, Chernobyl wolves. They threw themselves into World War as soon as they knew that they could nuke this place through a reactor or anything else, and it wouldn't make a bit of difference. They would just have to go ahead and do it, and it wouldn't make a difference. So are they trying to get India and Pakistan to nuke each other? Okay, yeah, they kind of are. Are they trying to get Russia's red lines to keep just breaking them, to get Russia to nuke this place? Yeah, they kind of are. I mean, who else has the nukes? China? Can we get China? Maybe North Korea. They were out there slaughtering North Koreans with U.S. weaponry, all the stuff in Ukraine, just slaughtering the hell out of them. Kim Jong-un's all like, I'm crying. I love you guys. You guys died for me. And went into that big meat grinder, and we watched them drones come kill you. And, man, we felt bad. Bad. I'm telling you, bad. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You killed those people, those soldiers that went in there for North Korea. By the way, human beings, never seen a generation more lovingly throw human beings into a meat grinder and smile, wiping their butts, laughing their fat asses off, going, oh yeah, another Cheeto ho-ho. By the way, we'll get into that in a minute. No, there probably is. There's weapon beam, or what do they call them? Weather weapons. Weather weapons are fantastic. What other way you want to destroy the world than with weather weapons? How about earthquake devices? Magically, up there in Alaska, we had a a earthquake up there on the Russian Kamchatka, yeah, where all the nuclear submarines for Russia was all being stored. And Trump said, "You got about 5 days to figure this out." And then, meanwhile, Zelensky's like over there tap dancing, playing the piano with his wing wang, bing, 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 bing. And everybody's like, "Oh, Zelensky, money, oh, I love you." And that's old people, old white men telling him what to do, and old white women telling him what to do. And you got this, and over there said, "God, we just had a Kamchatka earthquake that destroys all these big piers that Russians had for their nuclear subs, and nobody cares." The funny thing is, nobody gives two shits about any of the things that's happened. Nobody says, how did an earthquake in Alaska? If the village people are like, "Oh, we're gonna earthquake," and they're like, "Oh, Mom, I love you." No, it's just like their nuclear sites, and nobody gave a shit. I mean, Ukraine goes in and blows up Russia's nuclear bombers, and nobody gives a shit. Especially Vladimir Putin. I saw Dmitry Medvedev's over there. We got it. And Vlad's like, "Hey, I think I'm Vlad, but I'm not sure if I'm really him. And I might be a body double, and I think I have memories that were put in my head," and it's kind of like Total Recall. And none of these people really know who they really are, and they're not really in charge. They're all answering the Bilderberg group, the G20s, and the Federal Reserve chairman banksters that nobody even knows who the hell those bastards are. So they're all pulling the strings. Remember, Master of Puppets are pulling your strings. Metallica, twisting your mind is smashing your dreams. Well, I don't know. I got this. That's a nice little thing going on there. But anyway, it's my right side, by the way. So, and everybody's like dancing to the swaying, the symphony of destruction. The world sways, and as long as they have like hip hop and TikTok, they don't care. Just right over their heads. They don't really care. 3i Atlas could be an alien ship, not a alien tech. It's alien tech coming. It's Project Blue Balls. See, Project Blue Balls was developed by a bunch of narcissistic old white bastards that sat there. No offense, I'm white too. Sitting there with their ties, their clippity-cloppity, stinky, smelly dress shoes that are all dead, by the way. They're all fucking dead. All of them are dead. They're all dead. They're all dead. All these men that built these bombs and did all this shit, they're all dead. The dead old men made these systems. Like old dead. Like we're talking big old femurs laying inside of a coffin dead. Like, oh, that was the guy that developed the weapon. Oh, he's not even worm bait anymore. He's just been dead, bro. And how about the guys that set up this system with NATO and all that? Those guys are all dead too. They're dead. They're Gorbachev dead. Nobody cares. These people made these systems. These people made the Federal Reserve. Those old banksters that sat there in Jekyll Island and decided the future of the world, those are all dead people. Their thoughts, their dreams, their hopes, their ideas, all they did is unleash shit upon us. There was a flood of lies and corruption by the upper 1%. That's all this is. That's all this is. You too, Russia. Beat the shit out of people, throw them out of buildings, and say, "Oh, comrade, we're the ones that's here." No, you're not. No, you're not. Someone says anything, you blow up their helicopter, like the Wagner Group guy. You blew his helicopter up. He's like, "Hey, Putin, this shouldn't be some kind of special military. Those are kids dying on. And I know we're Muslims and all, and we want jihad, but you just killed the shit out of a bunch of Muslim people from Chechnya." And Putin's like, "Special military operation. Vietnam 2.0? Yeah, go kill a bunch of old or young kids that rage against the machine and bring about the hippies and just keep throwing them into the fire of death and destruction and mental depravity after being ruined from a war." That's what this is all about. It's what it's all about. Taking the drug addicts out of Ukraine, taking the drug addicts out of Russia, and just blowing the shit out of them. And then taking all the Chechens and all the radical Muslims and running them into Ukraine and blowing the shit out of them. With tech, by the way. They didn't know. This is worse than World War One. They got bombed in the trenches then, and they died of the disease and sickness. The Spanish flu was in the trenches. That's everybody. People died on the way to the damn trenches from America to there from the Spanish flu. More than they died on the damn battlefield. They're all liars. Every last one of the last old men, the old Nancy Pelosi's and the frickin' Chucky Schumers, they're all near dead. And all their predecessors and all their loved close buddies, they're all dead. They're old and dead people. People clinging to a string of life and still master of puppeting the rest of us. You're against Trump. You're just liberal. Now, the blue hair idiocracy and the nose ring thing is stupidity on steroids. Jab another pin in me, right? Bleed the freaks. Yeah, keep it going. But they got to understand this, blessed. They got to understand this. None of this is real, everybody. Welcome to the show. Take your seat. You know, popcorn, hot dogs, candy. What's the seat we're in here? Who are these people? Why are these old bastards still running anything? Because we voted them in because of democracy. Idiots. The youth of a nation is the nation. The youth of the world is the world. God help us. God help us. That's all I would say to this youth. They want you to go protest blue hair idiocy in bathroom time in the streets. Illegal immigrants. God, we're going to fight for illegal. The people that broke your union, which is your wages, they brought in scabs called immigrants to take your jobs. And now you're protesting to make sure they take your jobs. And everybody in America's like, oh, God, I can't make it. We're too broke. Simple supply and demand, idiocracy. You bring in 50 million people. Trump wants to bring in another 500,000 Chinese students. That's all supply and demand. It's simple economics. Well, we got immigrants are our strength. No, it's not. You're moving people from places you're destroying to a place that you can utilize them for wage theft. So H-1B visa program is wage theft. That's why you can't get raises. Why none of us get raises is because they're like, the corporation says you jackasses can go to the store and be broke as hell and try to figure out how to live for $2,000 for a box when your wage is $20 an hour. Good luck, everybody. We put you right where we want you. Now we're going to eat you. And nobody does anything about it. Isn't it amazing? A shooting in a church again. Punishment much. Shootings in churches. Why are they attacking the Christians? Because the Christians say, let go of this place. It's a lie. They lied to you. Old, dead men lied. Made a fictitious system. A lie. The barrel of a gun or a nuke and said, you will take our dollars or else. We might just have a coup. Oh, but Slava Ukraine. That's what they want you to believe, right? A lot of pretty women in Ukraine. A lot of single, desperate, pretty women. Where did all the rich, fat, old, stupid people go? Men, they're not poivoites. Yes, they are. They were. Where'd they go to get their women? Ukraine. How about Bangkok? Bangladesh? No, Bangkok. They went to get that. I wonder why it's called that. Must have just been one of those sacred words called Bangkok. Really? I stopped believing that this isn't already foretold prior. You can't name Bangkok and have all the old white guys and Asian guys and whatever guys going to Bangkok. It's true. Borderlands, Ukraine, come on, everybody. Victory in the new land, Victoria New Land, come on, everybody. Barack Hussein Obama, Saddam Hussein, come on, everybody. Cash Patels and the Johnny Cashes and the Rishi Sunak and, all these guys, they all got some stupid-ass stage name. It's hilarious. It's actually hilarious. A Dick, a Bush, and a Colin took you to 20 years of war in the Middle East. A Dick, a Bush, and a Dick Cheney. George Bush and Colin Powell. And if you can't get on board with that, you need your head examined. Literally, I mean, nicely saying there's probably help for you. It's not the guys that saying, hey, 3i Atlas is probably an alien ship. It's not just alien tech, possibly. Maybe it's just a super core of hot liquid poo-poo surrounded by ice. Shut up. Any interstellar being would say, num, 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 num. Look at the fat humans. Look at the cellulosis going on in this place. Holy crap. In a survival situation, the fat is the most important part of an animal. You realize that? And Americans cut the fat away. I can't stand that. That's where everything comes together, is in the fat of an animal or a person. It's where all their energy goes to. It's a battery. It's a energy for a battery called the human devolved power plant, we'd say. You derive your energy from your fat cells when you can't ingest enough things to eat. My college-educated children with master's degree cannot find a job. Exactly, because they deserved it. They went to college and played the game. Those were re-education centers to get kids in debt. The computers have already beat your children. They already advanced. It's over, people. It's done. No, still get the idiots get on here. People get on here and they say, oh, no, the computers are our friends. The men that are creating the software, which that's when someone doesn't believe in a creator, you're out of your mind. They created the software, and they're narcissistic thieves. These are monsters infected with the sickness of greed. What do you think the computer is going to do? They're created. But we don't know about the ghost in the machine. Where the hell did that come from? Well, I'll tell you. But mankind needs to learn it's not in control. Anyway, let me read this real quick. Yeah, and yes, here in Minneapolis, they're full of wonderful news. Unbelievable. Yeah, and the thing is, blessed, there's no economy. The economy's a lie. There's no price discovery in the markets anymore. They can't take enough. They got to go give us tax breaks now for overtime and all that to get the slaves to continue doing what they're doing to feed the rich. The rich need everything. They're running out of options. They use the mass migration into America, Europe, and to the West on purpose to line their pockets with as much money as they can. Now they're finding ways to take away from the poor, the ghettos now, where people are struggling because they brought rap culture into their lives, which is a virus. Rap culture is a virus. When someone says Christian rap, look at them and say, why don't you call it Satan rap? It's a rap, everybody. That's why they called it a rap. It's a rap. It's over. That means over. It's called a rap. Well, that's just, oh, really, Dick Bush and Colin. Okay, gotcha. You literally elected Barack Hussein Obama. That's supposed to be like Obama, and we just went to war with Saddam Hussein for no weapons of mass destruction. Come on, people. It's a game. It's a game. Anybody listening to rap, you need to stop today. It's over. Stop it. If you want this to be a rap, call your brother a fool. Call your brother a fool. We want to fix this place. We are going to have to stop all of this nonsense, nonsensical. Kids isn't a word. Kids is a word. The longer we buy into this mess, the more we're going to be just destroyed. I mean, this is Darwin's theory, I guess you'd say. This is it. Every action is equal or greater reaction. We continue to act like idiots. We are going to be treated like idiots up until our extermination. Who would name their kid? Colin. Yeah, exactly. Mike, who would name their kid Colin? Colin Powell. Well, it used to be a proper name. No, it isn't. It's a lie. These people were put up there because it's a gigantic stage for Satan. That's all this is. None of Putin, the sickle, Putin hammering sickle with the Soviets. Come on, people, we can't be this stupid. Us survivors from the bioweapon that was put out there that didn't say, you just jab or else you're not allowed. Kill those people. Let them die. That's factual. That's all factual. People did it. And there's probably people watching here that actually, up to the point of beating people mentally, physically, spiritually, for not getting something that did not stop the spread. They lied to you about that. Nobody's paying the price. Stops the spread. No, it didn't. Fire anybody that doesn't have this that works on a federal job. Joe Biden did that right at the end. If that was even Joe Biden. His name's Joe. He's Biden time. What has he ever done in his life? Nothing. Joe Biden is the most unremarkable person to ever grace anything, and he made it to vice president and president. Joe Biden did nothing in his life to even warrant being elected as a president or being even put up there. That right there means salvation for the people with blue hair and nose rings. What's happening here? Kamala extract oil on the Galactica. Kamala Harris takes out a dying president. Joe has cancer. She took him out. Come on, everybody. Wake up. It's a dream. You're in a dream. Every time you turn around, Christians are being killed or something massive is happening. When they run out of ideas, something big happens. Not like Paddock up on top of that Vegas scene, making the white man's wounded knee in Vegas. That was a stretch. You almost got my ex-wife. Country boys can't survive. Oxycontins, fentanyl, meth, bathroom meth. It was good. Now is the country boy surviving? He big no country boy surviving now. They'll take this gun out of my cold dead fingers. Well, they did. All they had to do is say, oh, you got a pain? Here's some pills. These are not heroin. They're safe and effective. Just like something else that we got. That I didn't, but everybody else did. Safe and effective. And we're going, hey, wait a minute. The South is Appalachia's. Now the rich are buying it up. Oh, kind of like the Maui fire and the LA fires. The rich are buying up real estate. Not to see here, folks. Move along. 3 Atlas, move along. It's nothing. It's nothing. It was nothing, too. Could have been named Battlestar Pegasus. It went back to the Pegasus. I mean, if we're being realistically. And what's this one? It's just a ball of gas. It's emitting stuff weirdly, and it changes all of our theories on what? Exactly. Theories on what? Old men theories that are dead. They're in the graveyard. Under the graveyard somewhere. Nobody cares anymore. Oh, yeah, we buried all those guys that had come up with these ideas, and nobody gives a shit. They're dead. But they passed on their theories to all of us. Welcome to Theoryland. Wake up, people. They're all in it together. They're all, Vladimir Putin hates Trump. Sure he does. Yeah. Yeah, and that Zelensky guy. Is he Polish? Zelensky goes out there, plays the piano, does the most offensive thing to Christians, of course. And he sends these idiotic guys to their death that are Christians. I don't even really belong here, to tell you the honest truth. I feel like I'm walking on Mars going, and this is all a lie. This is a lie, everybody. What are you listening to? I'm like, you into hood white guy? Yeah. Because there was a Vanilla Ice baby, and look what happened to that idiot. I pull next to these people and they want to be in the hood. I'm like, do you want to be in a kingdom? Your end goal is hell. All your end goals are hell. You want to be in hell. That's not peace and harp and love, playing and angels and a beautiful sky and mountains and the most precious beauty of a childhood love of life for our Father. We could end up having. But no, they keep thinking they can listen to rap and they have any kind of eternal life. He's not letting any of you in. Good luck. He doesn't know any of you rap listeners, nor would he. He will not associate with you. Why would you want somebody that walks up? Yo, go slinging some dope today? My bitches and hoes. Bitches and hoes, huh? People are dying, starving to death, losing hope, committing suicide. I read a nice article about a kid that just committed suicide up in Wyoming. He was 39 or 49, I think. He was almost my age. Mental health. Well, you got one thing really, really right about that's health, but it's nothing to do with your mental being. It's your spirit. Leave the world behind. Just kind of shush. They're lying to you all. And we're catching the crumbs off the tablecloth of the dogs of war, like Ozzy Osbourne said, and he's dead now. Believe me, I was 1 out of 60 million. That was the top 1% out of 60 million people that watched Ozzy Osbourne on a regular basis. I beat them, and he died. I just got the award. Three-Eye Atlas poses a telltale signs of a comet. Of a comet. It's a comet. Yes, it's a comet. It's just a comet, everybody. Everybody back to pandering to the upper 10%. You are not working enough, you schmucks. We're going to cut welfare. We're going to cut Medicaid. To the hood rats that put themselves in that. But don't worry, the Oxycontin epidemic's pretty much over now. Now it's fentanyl. Butts up, everybody. Butts up in the air. Fentanyl addict got the butt up in the air. The butts up, everybody. You're going to get a big fisting coming. This isn't the end of this. This isn't the end of this. Isn't it funny how when somebody's on fentanyl, their butt gets stuck up in the air because the 10%, the upper 10% is like, yeah, we're going to stick it to you. Without any kind of lube. And they're doing it every day, and people are applauding it. This economy sucks, and we have no more money left, and even the people that thought they were somewhere are now struggling. But hey, congratulations, 10%ers. You did it. Maybe I'll give you an award for everything up. Give you guys this whole place up. You did fucked it before. You did it in 2008. You did the same damn thing. You ruined everything. And nobody cares. The funny thing is nobody cares. And that's a good thing. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, I'm just giving up on life. I can't take it anymore. Where's the French Revolution? With eat the rich. Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? What is this? A recording? No, it's not a recording. Yeah, Yeshua. But nobody takes Christ by the hand. They go kill Christians. Because why? Because they got the kingdom, so we're going to go kill them. That's what's happening. They're pissed off because the devil looked at these monsters and said, you're not getting in. See, you're supposed to be living here like the kingdom. You even hurt your brother. You're a child here. You're done. I told you not to call anybody a fool, idiot. Idiot. And who are you calling father? I told you not to call anybody father either. Oh, father. Shut up. This system's rigged. I'm this and I'm that. I don't care. I really don't, honestly. Neither does Christ or God the Father. He's like, I made you guys and you guys have threw me out the window. But what do I expect? 5 years of post-pandemic world to think they're going to embrace the Lord or the Father? You could have Three-Eye Atlas screaming towards earth, and this population post-pandemic could not care less. They try bird flu epidemics to scare them. Ah, yeah, it's bird flu. It's gonna birds are all just falling out of the sky dead, and then people are just like. They tried World War III scares. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna die because Slavic Ukraine, and nobody cares. They don't care. Hey, rich 10%ers that rule the world, you succubus bastards burning in hell. Nobody gives a shit. Open the gates, bro. You own everything now. There's no rebellion to this place. Alex Jones was right. And they charge him with $1 billion lawsuit. He's now forever owned by them. You won. To the victor goes the spoils. Maybe you should boil them in oil. Don't put that past them because they might do it. Who is they? Them, those days, the demigods of this world. The Bilderberg Group. The Rothschilds. Yes. The kings of this world. The dictators. Dick Potatoes. That's a good one. I like that idea. When you call it the name dictator, that was awesome. It's almost like you did to Peter. Calling a Peter someone's wing. That's a good one. I love that one. That was a really, really good one there. Yeah, don't be a Peter. Do it, Rich. Richie Sunix, do it. Jens Stoltenberg's Ursula von der Leyen lying. Is she lying? Ursula? I mean, the Fourth Reich. Nobody gives a shit. And you, Vlad. What the hell are you? Honestly. We know who Wing Wang playing piano dancer on high heels guy Zelensky is, but who are you? Really? They say lizard people are here. Walk with the Lord. Walk with the Lord. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. If you don't care, why you preaching to us, brother? The reason why, Justin, is because I'm telling them nobody cares. Bring about the kingdom, Justin. It's about the kingdom. Do you want to suffer watching all your relatives, your family, your loved ones die? Do you want to watch them dying of cancer? I mean, this is a Christian, a Christ follower with Christ, saying, do you want to watch your loved ones die here? I mean, if I was to offer you a movie, a great movie with the beautiful times and the mountains and streams and rivers and love, and a good movie about passion and about loyalty to the Lord and love and forever, or a movie about death and cancer, how does that sound for the world? You looked at your report, you got cancer. It's everywhere through your body. We could start chemotherapy today. I mean, is everybody going to settle to watch it? Every person here is dying. We're all dying. The duty is to bring the Lord and the kingdom, the Father's kingdom, the Lord's kingdom here. But Netanyahu, Idiocracy, Cowboy Yahoo, whatever his name really is, the Polish guy, he screwed up. He went and threw the whole system off because his cows all have blemishes now. They all have blemishes. All 5 of them. No good now. Can't build a temple to wash the tools and the ashes to cleanse them. Good job, Netanyahu. Remember when Smearson told you not doing enough to bring about the Messiah? You had one job, Netanyahu. One. And you did up. You screwed it up, Netanyahu. You are a failure. Whatever your name really is. Failure. You did this. Killed millions of people. Now it's illegal to say anything about that in Britain. You can't say anything about Palestine. You'll be arrested. Factual. Netanyahu. You screwed up. All the wars, Netanyahu, all the slaughtering you did. You screwed the pooch, bro. Yeah, whatever your name really is. Because you're not Yahoo Cowboy Guy. We all know better now, don't we? Netanyahu. Now where are we, Netanyahu? You didn't squeeze the Messiah out of the ether. The Jew didn't come forth and say, I'm the Messiah, not Christ 2,000 years ago, but I'm him now to get crucified. With the same Roman bastards doing the same thing to the next Messiah that steps out, that's Christ, Yeshua. Anyways, you'd have him crucified on a cross, wouldn't you? Rome. These are the facts. If the Savior came on a cloud, they would try to burn him alive, wouldn't they? Why? Because there's no money in it. It's all about the money. It's all about the gold. It's all about the gold, isn't it, rich men? Oh no, but gold's not valuable. Bitcoin is. Made by some special state, made by some, it's decentralized, you liars. It's decentralized. Liars. But Bitcoin is it's an answer. No, they waited till you all died or got too sick to fight to decentralize the economy. And now you're rich and corrupted. Was you in on that, Netanyahu? Just asking for a friend. Or was it just the other clown asshats that run this place? Their Bitcoin was the answer to, just in case you guys will suck down the burning sword of fiat currency. Maybe they'll wake up, they said. And then in the end, they will not wake up. You did it, bad guys. The world is yours. Scam. It's a lie, everybody. Walk with the Lord. Walk with the Lord. Come to the Lord. Don't play these games with these people. Well, I can't. What mental state? You're supposed to be living in the spirit, not physically. What are you doing? I have my mental, you just, 1 + 1 is 2. You're supposed to be living in the spirit, not the flesh. If you got a problem with your head, it's all in your spirit. It's not in this neural lie. The brains of all the dead decompose into nothing but dust. You understand that? Those people you knew, if you're old enough, their brains turned to dust. Or they burned them into ashes. You're sick mentally. Why? Here's your psychiatrist that from the Lord would say, your problem is you believe the lies. None of this is real. You close your eyes and you forget about it in your dreams. Why would you think that just because you're awake, it's out to get you? You were out to get you. Why? Because you believe the lie. If you're sick in the head, you're sick in the spirit. Your head has nothing to do with it. This is a processor. It's neurons and electrons trying to work with broken parts. It's a mess of biocomputer wires and diodes with different stuff, and I gotta go fight for those chips. Fix the problem. Stop believing the lies. Your brain is just the neural processor. The memory is stored, but the memory remains until you turn it off. That's called dying. And very few will ever be turned back on, by the way. Stop thinking that you're mentally unstable. Forgive everybody and leave the world behind. Repent. You don't owe this world anything. Repent. Why would you, a God-fearing child of God, why would you blame yourself for this? Repent. Repent and forgive and forget about this place. Go about your life every day knowing that you're living in the spirit, because this is just a computer. Trust the science. They are. The enemy is the devil. Your spirit is sick, not your mind. Oh, you got mental problems. What the fuck is a mental problem? They don't even have mapped out the human brain. How can they tell you you have mental problems? Really? Is the flux capacitor broke? Any of you blaming yourself and thinking you're having mental issues, you're having spiritual issues. Tell the world to f off. This is a construct of old dead men. The bozos, all of them. It doesn't matter, it's a lie. Your spirit is sick. This thing can be broken. But where does that lead? It leads to your spirit. The only thing that's wrong with you is you don't believe because you haven't said, you world. What, should I go out and work 60 years of my life to stand there and go, oh, they just raised the age to 70. That I can stop slaving away every day of my life with the risk of being homeless and dead and my family starving to death. Are we in the 12th century or are we in 2025? People, we need to wake up and tell these old bastards that's now training the new narcissistic bastards that we're not playing their games anymore. We're not playing them anymore. We're not playing any more trades and all this stuff. We're done. We're done. You can't even make a penny for a dollar, which you guys say is real. Well, we got Bitcoin. That's a lie. That doesn't exist. That's not gold. That's not gold. That's a coin. But we got a gold coin now. Really? See, lies are of Satan. Lying and deception is of Satan. A Bitcoin is of Satan. It was never decentralized. How about a Haktua coin? You Christians, you those who want to follow Christ, I'm sorry if you're off on believing this stuff. I'm so sorry for you. But you were written in the book of life. You were written in the book of life. I've had deja vu and proved it. I've already been here to others. I've already proved it. I've already been here. And I died October 7th, 2006 and came back, and it wasn't a near-death experience. Oh, you was nearly dead. That's another lie they feed you. When you die, you die. And they say, oh, it was a near-death experience. I could have came up with a better term myself. Good job. Made by an old dead guy, by the way. An old dead guy made the near-death experience term. That old dead guy's God was Satan. Because when you die and come back, you're like, this is all bullshit. This is, you guys are all, you guys don't even know what happens when you die. That's a good one. We can speculate what happens when you die. There's nothing that happens. There's no God. What is this platform made by? A man, you idiot. You idiot. I'm an agnostic. What is an agnostic? A diagnosis of schizophrenia that's sick in the soul? Because realistically, everything's created by some man in technology. And you check for yourself. These kids are losing their minds. I gotta go. 3i Atlas could be a burning fire of technology that could just wipe out all of humanity. What would happen? Yo, homeboy, I'm gonna go to the hood and get me a gun. Really? Really? I'm gonna check my investments. Oh, you mean those numbers and digits where people actually can't pay their rent, they're out in the street? Well, they need to get off welfare. How dare they have welfare? You guys get a job. The last will be first and the first will be last. Rich men don't get into heaven. Sorry, not going to happen. But you did your duty here. Congratulations. I guess you must go all the way while you're still sucking air here. Make sure you become the rottenest, dirtiest bastard to ever walk this planet. Maybe Satan will... No, he actually makes it worse on you guys. You want to know what hell's like? All of you succubus bastards, you betters. He makes it so bad on you. And you want to know the why? Because the devil knows you do the same to him. I guess you didn't get that in your memo. You didn't get the memo, did you? All you CEOs, you monster bastards incorporated, she's going to do to you. Oh, all you cheaters and liars and you succubus money grubbers that just use your brothers and sisters and think you're some kind of saved creature. Oh, he's going to have fun with your asses. I've been to hell. It's not a place you want to be. It's kind of like, I mean, maybe it would be a clown world, would be nothing makes sense. You can't catch anything. You can't make it. Your reality can't happen. It doesn't exist. It's like being caught in a maze of everything that's weird and freaky and it's the craziest place. The ground is lit up. I'll give you at least, you got some light. The ground is lit. There's no sky. There's no sun in the sky. It's going to be fun. It is kind of like this world too, but at least you got the sun in the sky. Oh, they called it the sun for a reason. Oh, it's SUN. Kind of like Victoria Newland. Just saying, everybody. That's a reminder of the light right there. That's the light, the hope. Light conquers darkness. They were close worshiping the sun. It's this big ball of exo gas that said by old dead men. Wake up. You don't owe this place anything. Live in the spirit. Nothing can harm you. They could take your body, take your life. Walk with the Lord. You be the best you could ever be at your job. You walk in your job because you're no longer working for that. Oh, I got enough to survive today. Oh, yeah. And maybe if I work hard enough, I can have a little bit more to survive tomorrow. They know all of this, and they're laughing at you. They're laughing at every single one of you. Doesn't matter if you're in Hindustan, doesn't matter if you're in China, doesn't matter if you're in Russia, doesn't matter if you're here in America. They don't give a shit about you. They will squeeze you for the fat, for the blood. There's not enough blood or fat for these bastards. Wake up. Wake up. Before it's too late. Anyway. I'm enjoying this. You're the one calling names. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't even want to see you back here again. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. What? Why? You're not your ancestors, Justin. They're dead. You either wake up and become good people for each other and change, or it's over. Yeah, Justin is doomed. There's no help for Justin. You're not fixing these people. You're not fixing them. You're not going to fix them. They're not going to wake up. They're not going to come back. Their God is the devil. This is the end of days. Their God is Satan. They're already greedy, rotten bastards. A lot of them have lived a life of greed and narcissism, child predation, sexual predators. Deep in their thoughts, they're wanting to have sex with young children. They look at a woman walk by. I'm not fixing these people. They can't fix themselves. It's laid right out in front of them. But you're the one. You want to call Mary some kind of God like you've been doing for the past 500, 1,000 years? Mary, get behind. Woman, get behind me. Christ even said, this is my mother, this is my brother, with Mary standing right there. Full of grace. Good luck to them. Why be afraid? Weapons of mass destruction, terror. Why be afraid of any of these people? Well, it's all orchestrated. It's a lie. They don't care. If you won't swallow the fear that they tell you, then you're going to be on drugs. They'll legalize pot, so you're Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure every day of your life, while they suck the living life out of you. The devil offered all the kingdom Yeah, he did. Oh, no, there's a devil called the trickster. There's always been a devil. There's been a Satan. There's been a bad guy. And if you haven't died, you will not know this. See, the able to you're not even you haven't even been here or died. I don't know what you're already entrenched. There's no fixing you. You're not ever to be fixed. There is no research. What are you going to research into man? What they say? There's no reason to research you're already entrenched. It's over. You already staked your claim. You already staked your claim, bro. You haven't died yet. You don't know. You already staked your claim. It's over for you. It's over. You don't even believe in a devil. You don't even believe in a devil. I can't fix you. Go away. Self-deport. You ain't changing me because I already died. Doesn't matter. You can come up with all the claims you want in 2025. You can say whatever you think. Research what? This is all a big lie. Why? You think that what they tell you is true? Oh, do your research. Read the Bible. Read this. Christ Yeshua. And if you're not on that board, I'm not here to fix you. You can believe whatever you want, just like your dead ancestors. Tear it up. Knock yourself out. You can believe there's not a devil or a trickster or an evil being anywhere. You say whatever you want. Just don't say it here. Because nobody here is going to believe you. Who are you? What have you done? What are you going to do here? You're going to sit there and fight to the end? There's no such thing as a devil. There's a billion other people like you that are just dead. Didn't believe there was a devil. They're just dead. No such thing as a Satan. Good luck. You do you, bro. And I'll do what I do. And you can go off and be narcissistic all you want. You can play and say, there's no evil, and there's no nothing. I can do whatever I want here as long as I want. Forever. And you'll just be like the rest of them. Just dead. That's where you're headed to. Is death. Everybody here is headed to death. Like dead. Like, just like the people before you. They did the stupid shit they did, and then they just died. They'll bulldoze over your graves and build a frickin', I don't know what they'll build over the top, but probably some kind of research into transgenderism over the top of your graves. They don't care. As long as there's no devil. I think that's the biggest lie ever told, was there's no Satan or the devil or a trickster that lets the monkeys do what the monkeys want to do, up to rape, murder, genocide. Perfect. Let's see, I'm thinking. Yeah. And that guy, Justin, he's the trickster. He's already with the devil. Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah. Let's pull back the curtain of your life and see who you really are. I don't care if you're standing in a monastery half of your time. You always wonder why there's all those nasty things that they do. Why do they do what they always do? Oh, he was a religious man, was he? Till when? When did he change that? It never was. He never knew Christ. He never walked with the Lord. I will never be a sheep. Yeah, you'll never be a sheep in the Lord's flock. You're exactly right. Well, congratulations. At least you know where the hell you're going. Good job, Freddie. Yeah, the whole thing's a mess. Anyway, I got to get out of here. So I imagine Justin's going to unsubscribe, and I don't really care. Do what you do, but just remember, if you don't step out of this door every day and say, you know what, this is all bullshit. You're no different than your ancestors. You're still buying into it. You're still buying into the lies. And to truly find life here, you have to let this place go. You have to truly know the truth. This isn't like accidental idiocy. Like Justin, there's no devil, then you could do whatever the hell you want, right, Justin? Yeah, don't be a can. Later. have a great day. I got to go off like a thief in the night. Here we go. Thanks for watching.